YTBC, what's the deal? So I came across a very interesting article here on Boxing Scene. I'll leave the article in the description box. Like always, you read it, come to your own surmise. It says Wilder's manager will not allow Povetkin to dictate ring size. Okay. Jay Diaz, who was the co-manager and co-trainer of Wilder, would not allow Povetkin's people to set the size of the ring, gloves, and other items. He says, we will discuss all aspects of the fight, from logistics and accommodation to the ring size and selection of gloves. The size of the ring is a very important issue, but that's not the only one. I am confident that Povetkin would like to fight so to speak, in a phone booth, but we will find a ring that is acceptable for a world title fight, Diaz told Boxing News Ukraine. He also goes on to say Deontay also has a very non-standard punching technique. He throws punches from awkward angles. He has a very awkward style. He is also very athletic, which allows him at times not to fight by the book, and it works. Therefore, we will work on what we do best. As for Povetkin, he is an Olympic champion and former world champion. He is a well-trained and tough fighter. We expect a serious challenge, but we look forward to it. All right, first let me say this. I believe that Team Wilder is doing a great job in fighting for their client. I believe that Team Povetkin is doing an excellent job fighting for their client. Rybinsky won the purse bid. They've always done a great job with Povetkin. I mean, this is the second guy they got to come over there that was the champion. You know, first they had Klitschko, and now they have Wilder. So his team has done an excellent job as far as putting money behind him, and having confidence in him. You have to give them their kudos, man, because they've done their job. Deontay Wilder and his people, they're doing the same thing. And this whole, they're fighting over, or they'll discuss glove size and different selections of, ring and all this stuff. It's just part of the negotiations. I'm going to stay very positive about this. This fight is going to go down May 21st. I don't see Wilder vacating any titles. It wouldn't make sense, man. You're going to get 70% of the purse, and then there's another 10% that's in the escrow account for the winner. So this is just two sides, trying to iron out details. I'm not going to take this as huge news. And I'm reading comments from fans under the article on Boxing Scene. Let me read some of the comments from other fans so you can get a feel for how other fans besides just the YTBC fans feel. One fan says Povetkin was probably hoping for a small ring because he knows he's going to have a hard time getting in range. He's getting knocked out either way. All right, there's another guy that says normal ring size is 20-20. Okay. Another guy says a 20 by 20 ring should be the standard. I'm sick of seeing guys dictate the ring size to get an advantage. I hope Team Wilder isn't trying to pull wool over the fans' eyes and ask for something big. Okay. Another commenter says Wilder is a coward. Another guy says I'm not even sure why ring size is even up for debate. Why is the ring size negotiable? That kind of stuff seems like it should be written by stone by the commission. I agree with this guy. I agree. I think that it should be, I believe that boxing needs that type of commission, just one commission, and things should be written in stone, especially for title fights. Glove size, ring size, for every weight class, I think it should be like that, but if both guys negotiate and they agree to terms on rings and gloves, let them do that too. But this is nothing, man. Like this fan said that he thinks Wilder's a coward. He's going to try to pull out the fight. I don't believe that. And I don't believe Povetkin's a coward either. I don't believe any of these guys are cowards. I don't know why as fans we're trying to just our hardest to make one or the other a coward. Some people think Povetkin wanting to fight in Russia was a coward move. And I'm like, huh? No, it's a negotiation move. Like, what are you talking about? Just like this is a negotiation move. Now, this is a side of boxing I don't like covering too much, but I can't just look over it. It's just negotiations. This fight's going to happen May 21st. Whether you're pro Povetkin or pro Wilder, it's going to happen. It's just the two sides, the managements and their teams, they're just jockeying for a position to get advantages in any other area that they can get an advantage in before fight night. This is any negotiation, so Wilder and his team isn't doing anything out of character, and I don't think Povetkin and his team is doing anything out of character. just jockeying for a position for their guy, man. They're earning their money. This is what they're supposed to do. You know, they probably could keep some of this stuff private so us fans, because once we hear things, we just our minds start wandering. We'll think guys are trying to pull out of fights or so on and so forth. But I like it as a fan so we can be updated and we know what's going on. You know, so until I hear Povetkin himself come out and say I'm not taking a fight, or Wilder come out himself and say he's not taking a fight, this fight's going to happen. All right, they're just ironing out little details. And as far as this fan that said Wilder needs a small ring, or he's looking for a big ring because he's going to be in there with Povetkin, it's like, it's funny, man. It's like it's almost switched. It's almost like Wilder is like the boxer now and Povetkin is the KO artist, when really it's Wilder who, as far as you look at their knockout percentage and record, he has 36 wins with 35 knockouts. Povetkin 30 wins with 22 knockouts. You would think Wilder's more of a KO artist than Povetkin is, although Povetkin has very fast hands, very, very heavy hands, and he can knock anybody out. I feel the same way with Deontay Wilder. He has a very good right hand, but he's also shown if he can't get you out there, he will fight you on his back foot. I guess, you know, you can say he probably punches awkward. I think it's just, some of you may call it bad technique as far as keeping his hands up, but yeah, that's pretty awkward because usually you want a guy to have a nice tight defense, you know. But Wilder fight with his hands down a little bit. I don't think he's just this awkward fighter, but definitely isn't your, you know, standard straight up and down type of tall fighter in my opinion. But as far as their teams going back and forth, man, until I hear the fights off, this is just their team jockeying for a position. I don't really take this as big news, and I don't think nobody else should take this as, you know, like Wilder's trying to duck out the fight. And I don't see that, man. It's just everything is in his favor as far as the monies. He is the champion, you know what I mean? And Team Povetkin and Team Wilder, man, they're going to go back and forth with this whole promotion. Just expect it. No big news here at all. Not my opinion. What do you guys think about this? Do you think it's just two sides just jockeying for a position? Do you think, or do you believe Deontay Wilder's trying to find his way out of this fight? Or do you believe Povetkin and his team's trying to get their way out of this fight? Another thing that I like about both sides is they're both coming back to each other in the media. I dropped a video about Jay Diaz saying that he wants VADA a part of the drug testing. He doesn't want nothing to do with RUSADA, which I agree with because they're under investigation, falsifying test results for their home country fighters. I don't want no parts of that. USADA's another one I don't really want them around too. They've done a lot of shady stuff. But then right when Jay Diaz comes out with that, about 40 minutes later, Andre Rybinski comes out saying, hey, we're going to have strict drug testing. He says it's going to be a top-level European agency. So he comes back out. It's like they're going back and forth, you know what I mean? And they're not waiting 4 or 5 days to go back and forth with each other. I like that as a fan. You know, they're going to each other in the media. I like that those things are open to us. So we're not just sitting here wondering and guessing, you know, what's going on. So sometimes you think some of this stuff should stay behind closed doors, but it's like a gift and a curse, man. Double-edged sword. It's like I like hearing them go back and forth so then as fans we can know what's going on. But I'm staying positive, man. Until this just falls apart or it's not going to happen, I'm staying positive. May 21st is the date. This is just their teams doing what teams do. These managers and promoters got to earn their money in some way. You know what I mean? So if they got to go back and forth, all this to be settled. This is going to be settled. Somebody's getting knocked out regardless. So no matter if it's a phone booth or a football field, I don't see either of these guys running from each other. And fighting on your back foot and fighting back is different from just running around the ring. Either of these guys want to do that. YTBC, I'm out.